Hello, Sonia Barrett here once again. And today I want to touch on the topic of the male female matrix. You know, I kind of stay away from some of these things, some of these topics, and the reason why I do is because I don't live my life like that. I really don't. I live my life as me, as Sonia. I don't live my life based on any constructs of what I should be or what I shouldn't be, because I recognize and I realize that we live under nothing but constructs of programs to monitor and subdue behavior and to keep us restricted within whatever the defined rules are of who we are. Now, so what brought this up was I had received an email not that long ago, and I haven't responded to it. And it was an email, and it was from a woman that was telling me that at the time that I was showing too much cleavage in one of my videos. First of all, it wasn't intentional. It was one of those things, and I was not going to not use the video. But it's just that the email went on to talk about women and us, and respecting ourselves and the men, and how they may perceive us, and and just all of that, and distracting. You know what? I am so over all of it. I don't even vibe there. I'm just so over it. Let me tell you what I'm over, all right? I am over women having to be fourth class citizens. I am not fourth class. I am me. I do what I want to do. Again, it is not a vibe for me. But since I hear about it all the time and it's brought to me, I'm talking about it now. I don't really care about hearing about we are distracting. Then you have a problem. Because you see, men are also under a program of what it is to be a man and what is okay for a man to do, and also a program for women that we need to stay within these little boundaries of behavior. All right, so I'm not saying I'm all about you getting out there and showing everything you got. And if that's what you want to do, then that's on you. Right? You are the one that have to feel comfortable with what you do and how you carry yourself and respect yourself. But what I'm saying is, I am really over the men, the decision that is supposedly always made around men and what is acceptable in terms of what we do as women. I think we are capable of making decisions for ourselves. We're certainly quite intelligent, but to make our own choices and decisions in terms of what we do and how we represent ourselves. Now, our young women, it is very clear that they are suffering under all of these misguided beliefs and projections, which is why they maybe portray themselves in the manner in which they do. We have been programmed to do what we do to seek the attention of our male counterparts. The way you dress, you heels, you got to show your legs, you got to do, all this extra stuff to supposedly attract a mate. That's all part of this whole mating ritual and pulling a mate. And so what I say is, if I want to wear heels, if you want to wear heels, if you want to dress a certain way, it has to be for you. You want to do it because you want to do it. There's also nothing right or wrong with your making sure your mate enjoys seeing you dressed in, in a certain way. He enjoys that. But your first person that you are obligated to is yourself. Are you comfortable with it? How does it make you feel when you look at yourself? Not, is this going to attract this person? It's not about that. And I do have a wonderful husband, and I'm sure not too many people could be married to me. But this man is absolutely incredible because he embraces me for who I am. So all this other stuff, I don't deal with because he's so secure in himself that I don't have those issues. I don't have to worry about any of that. And I have male friends, he has female friends. We don't have all of that. So all of what that stuff that's being said, it makes me speechless because it's so pointless to me. And for the women that are dealing with these situations of what is it? I get all these emails, polygamy. Again, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that. But do not be guilted into doing it. Do not be guilted into feeling like you are being selfish by just wanting to be in a monogamous relationship. Don't be guilted into it. And there's so much history, so much information in terms of why other cultures had set things up that way, where a man may have had several wives. There's a lot of other history to it. A lot of it political. A lot of it was power. There was so many other factors involved. But do not do it if it feels in any way like it diminishes you. You have to go by what it is that you feel, and you do not have to be part of anybody's harem unless you simply just want to do it. If you're doing it to belong, that is still not going to heal what you're feeling, the deficiency that you're feeling. It is still not healing that. So you still need to stop and to examine that. And any of the emails or comments that I'm going to get about defending polygamy, I do not care. I do not care what you do. Do what you do. If it makes you feel good and the people who are participating in it, they're good with it, then fine. But do not defend it to me, because I already understand the history of it. I get it. I know what it really means. And much of what I see right now is completely far off from why some of those cultures do it. And don't be fooled. There was a lot of those women had a tremendous amount of power. And I'm not talking about just women using their sexual power. I'm sick of hearing about that too. I am so sick of hearing about that as well. As you can tell, I'm just sick of all of it, because I don't even operate that way. I am me. I am a being first. And yeah, you see me, I'm in a female body, a woman's body, which I love and embrace. But I live and do me, not based on any of those programs, not based on any of those rules, because it's all made up. We are a compilation of programs and beliefs created by other people, not just people here, but those who came from outside of the planet and those who are on the planet. I get it, believe me. So, I'm good with it. I am good with me, and you have to examine how you truly feel about you and what you're doing and why you're doing it. If you tell me you're creating a nation, you're trying to get all these, women together because you want to build a nation. What? For what? Off of what? What? To produce a lot of kids? That was what I got. One of the messages. Okay, I'm going to end it here, because if I really tell you exactly how I feel, I haven't told you exactly how I feel. That's just a little part of it. But I do not want to hear any more about it. I really don't. You leave your comments, messages there, but understand that I operate very differently. Even to say, it's good to see, the women out there talking. Why? I am a being. I am speaking. I am just being. It doesn't matter to me. It's like, versus the men versus the woman. But Sonia, she's out there talking as a woman. No, I'm a being first. I am in this divine body, this vehicle, again, that I love, but I am a being first. Okay. All right, that's it. No more. So anyway, you check out my website, therealsoniabarrett.com, and my new podcast, Sonia Unplugged. You can go to soniaunplugged.com as well. And my podcast is going to be on SoundCloud. It is on SoundCloud now, the first one, iTunes and Stitcher, and also on my website. So anyway, yeah, you can pass this video around, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, all right, take care.